In the city of Mecca, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan and Turkey recently signed a joint defense agreement that formalizes a significant shift in regional security. Under this pact, an attack on any one of these nations is now treated as an attack on all three. This agreement wasn't signed in a vacuum. It follows months of intense instability, punctuated by the scale of the destruction in Gaza after the October 7 attacks. For the neighboring states, the threat of a wider war has become a daily reality. The primary driver for this deal was a collapse in trust. When Iranian strikes targeted Saudi oil and gas facilities, the United States, long considered the region's ultimate protector, failed to prevent the damage or offer a decisive military response. For the Gulf nations, that silence was a turning point. It signaled that the era of relying on America as a guaranteed net security provider had effectively come to an end. This local security gap in the Middle East has created a direct ripple effect across South Asia, altering the strategic math for the continent's largest powers. Pakistan, despite its ongoing economic crisis, has managed to position itself as a central pillar of this new arrangement. Meanwhile, India is finding that its traditional influence with Gulf partners is facing an unexpected challenge. Each member of this alliance brings a specific, heavy-duty asset to the table. Turkey provides a NATO-standard military and a domestic defense industry that leads the world in low-cost, high-efficiency drone technology. Saudi Arabia provides the economic engine. They hold the world's second-largest oil reserves and the massive sovereign wealth required to fund a long-term defense infrastructure. Pakistan provides the sheer manpower of a 1 million-man army, and more significantly, it possesses the Islamic world's only nuclear arsenal. This creates a nuclear umbrella. Pakistan formally extends its nuclear deterrence to Riyadh and Ankara, discouraging direct invasion. The result is a self-sustaining security loop. These nations no longer need to ask for permission or protection from traditional global powers. By combining Saudi capital, Turkish technology, and Pakistani deterrence, these three nations have built a self-sufficient bloc that can project power on its own terms. While it's easy to assume this pact is aimed at Iran or Israel, the strategic goals are more nuanced. The alliance is less about starting a new war and more about navigating a specific diplomatic pressure campaign. For years, the United States has used its security guarantees as leverage to push Gulf states toward the Abraham Accords, demanding they normalize relations with Israel as the price of American protection. This pressure reached a peak when Washington suggested that vital civilian nuclear deals for Saudi Arabia were dependent on Riyadh signing the accords. This new defense pact changes that dynamic. It gives the Saudis a strategic buffer, allowing them to maintain their own defense without submitting to American ultimatums. For Pakistan, this is a remarkable reversal of fortune. Only a few years ago, the country was on the verge of economic default and facing international blacklisting over terror funding concerns. Islamabad recognized the security anxiety in the Gulf and stepped in as an indispensable partner, reinventing its image from a struggling state to a primary security provider for its neighbors. The treaty achieves two major goals. It provides Saudi Arabia with an alternative to U.S. coercion, and it allows Pakistan to trade its military expertise for a seat at the region's most important table. This Pakistani shift presents a direct challenge to India, a nation that once prided itself on the success of its non-alignment strategy. For decades, non-alignment meant India avoided joining any formal military blocs, allowing it to maintain strong, independent ties with both the West and the Middle East simultaneously. Recently, however, India has drifted away from this neutral stance. In the current conflict, the Indian government has moved toward an unequivocal alignment with Israel. This comes at a time when Israel's standing in much of the global South and the Islamic world has dropped significantly due to the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. This pivot complicates India's long-term goal of trying to diplomatically isolate Pakistan. Instead of being isolated, Pakistan is finding itself more deeply embedded in the defense plans of India's traditional allies. By aligning so closely with Israel and a retreating U.S. security model, India risks distancing itself from moderate partners like Saudi Arabia. This distance creates an opening for the Turkey-Pakistan-Saudi axis, a group that already includes members with long-standing disagreements with New Delhi over issues like Kashmir. While Pakistan has used regional instability to find a new strategic role, India's move away from its traditional diplomatic flexibility is creating a new and complicated set of challenges in its own neighborhood.